Hey, greetings everyone, Kiwi here. I'm back on the trail and we are at fabulous Watauga Lake. And that's the bridge that some of the people from the ATC completed while I was sick, boots off. And so we're officially day 50. And yeah, I'm just keeping it real with the well, you know what I mean, with the dates, because it is day 50 from when I started. Obviously everybody knows who's been following knows I've just had a week off, so but for all intents and purposes it's still day 50, and we will keep it at that, and I will take you along this journey as we go forward. Feeling pretty good. Energy levels still aren't quite what they were before, but I think part of that is allergies as well. Been sneezing my head off all week while I was back in Georgia. It doesn't seem to be that much different here. So it's about 11 o'clock. Just got dropped off. It took about 4 hours to get up here today with a very disappointing stop at Taco Bell. I'm not kidding, man. I don't eat fast food. It's probably been 20 years. God, at least 20 years since I ate at Taco Bell. That was way back in LA, back in the day. Yeah, at least be another 20 years before I do that again. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you here and we'll get on the trail, and I'll pick this up again when I see something interesting. All right, bye for now. Actually, it's quite a pretty walk right here besides I guess it's Lake Watauga. Whether it's the snow and rain that they've had, the water was lovely and clear, and had a nice bluey green tinge to it, which takes me back to New Zealand every time. Yeah, the body feels good. Left knee's feeling a little iffy. Probably just has to get used to walking again properly. But yeah, the knee was fairly tight all week while I was recuperating at home. Yeah, it's very overcast day here. But temperature's good for me for hiking. It's about 40 degrees. And this initial walk will be a good one, just get the body warmed up. I know I've got an incline going up either to the dam or past the dam. I think it's past the dam that gets really steep, so by the time I get there I'll be nicely warmed up. And yeah, I'll take this opportunity to thank everyone for your kind comments during my recuperation period. It's very nice. It's very sweet. Had lots of good advice coming my way. Had, you know, and again, man, with the private messaging, someone made a very kind offer to give me a discount flight from Atlanta to I think it was Asheville, and I responded back, yeah, just let him know thank you very much, but yeah, my wife wanted to drive me up and just have those extra few hours together. It's going to be about another 4 months, so but again, as soon as I sent it, I get a reply about less than a minute later saying it's undeliverable. So again, you know, if you send me a message, I'm absolutely responding in the vain hope that YouTube will actually send it all the way through back to you. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's happening. But again, man, anybody that sent me a personal message, I've responded to you. All right, so it is what it is. It's frustrating. And one of these days I'll get it figured out. But yeah, it's a lovely walk through here at the moment. We're about 20 minutes in, walking around the lake. You can just see it through the trees there. That's the trail we're coming up. I have a feeling this water's running a lot better than it was last week. I know early riser warned me after he walked through here. Say that once you got past the dam, the water was very scarce. So I got my regular 2 bottles and a big ass bottle of Gatorade, and I'll drink that, and I might fill that up depending on what the water sources are going forward. But yeah, that's one of the benefits of these videos, is that you can let people know what the conditions are like further ahead. I know from time to time he found it useful what I was putting out, and now that he's ahead of me, I know that I'll be checking his stuff when I get into town and see what he's coming across. Yeah, I don't have an unlimited data plan, and I'm with AT&T anyway. But man, that's a real benefit out here. I mean, he's uploading from the trail as he's walking, assuming he has 4G signal. But I actually have to be in town with Wi-Fi to be able to upload. And yeah, I mean, it's worked out so far. But it does get a little tricky, especially if the Wi-Fi is really slow. And you're like 4 to 5 videos backed up. Yeah. Water is running well though. But yeah, I may, if I start running into that trouble again with just not being able to upload stuff because the Wi-Fi is too slow, I may end up having to make these videos shorter. I mean, I've already got 90 gigs on my phone. And I got a backup 64 that I bought because my HTC is expandable, so I could just put a little micro SD card in it, which is awesome. I bought a 128 gig, but its writing speed was too slow to be used as internal memory, so I had to go back to a 64. But yeah, lovely trail here besides the lake, and I'll see you in a little while. This is the water source just a few meters north of the turnoff to Watauga shelter. I'm not stopping in there because there's no point, because it's basically closed anyway. But water's running good. Well, we're approaching the dam, and we're going to be following up there, but there is a nice little lakeside spot here. Very nice. It's a shame the sun's not out today, because the water's actually a really pretty color. But yeah, really nice. Well, we've reached a spring that's about a smidgen over 1.5 miles short of Vanderventer shelter. And Yeah, this is running well. So I'm gonna finish up my Gatorade and I'll fill that up with filtered water. Because the water at Vanderventer is not that great. And we'll see how the day goes. Maybe I'll make it to Iron Mountain Shelter. We shall see. But yeah, this first spring's a nice one. We're still around Lake Watauga. And this must be Vanderventer Shelter. Man, they got a nice outlook. So they got a fire pit. I have no idea what this used to be. Maybe a cooking grate? Back in the day? How nice is that? What a great view. Yeah, obviously you could pitch your tent back here, away from the toilet paper. Yeah, there's not a lot of places to pitch a tent. Best place is obviously just behind, but it's a tidy shelter. And a graffiti board. Fabulous. And recently painted. You see they're painting the beams as well. Because, you know, they're sick and tired of people's inane scribblings. I'm all for it, as you know. That's a pretty tidy shelter. So that's a brand new broom. Good on them. Someone's keeping this nice and clean. I'm just going to sign the book that I passed this way, and I'm going to head on, get as close to Iron Mountain Shelter as I can. Oh, we've just been coming up the trail here. It's a nice spot. And that's the lake in the background. Nice and level. Probably fit 2 tents here, plus hammocks. I must say, walking on this ridgeline, there's not a lot of places where you could put a tent. Not compared to some other ridgelines that we've walked on. There was some closer to the asphalt road once you do the ascent from the dam, but they were still within areas where they had posted warnings not to camp due to bear activity, so I didn't bother showing them. But there were 2 or 3 around that area. One was really nice. It was on its own separate little ridge, sticking out, had a nice view. But yeah, I mean, it was only 10 minutes from a spot where they said, you know, don't camp anywhere around here. So but yeah, you know, this is what I mean by you don't know. You know, you can walk along a ridgeline and it could be really generous, or you can walk along a ridgeline and the trail stops here and then dips off, and the same over here, you know. And that's why you when you're getting close to the end of the day, there are times that you just really shouldn't push on, in my opinion. If you're within 45 minutes, say, or an hour before it's getting dark, and you know you're not going to make a particular shelter, but you come across a flat bit, you know, I mean, for me, I just stop. I just stop and take the flat bit. Because, you know, you could leave that area, push on, and then find yourself in this. And you're not doing anything with the tent in here. So that's just Kiwi's take on it. All right, see you in a little bit. There's a trail leading north, and there's a little outcrop here, a little stealthy spot. Nice views over the lake in the distance. Yeah, that's not bad. Couple of tents, maybe a third one back there, a little bit away from the fire. Yeah, not too bad. And yeah, it's about an hour north of Vanderventer. So it's heading north, and we're about an hour and a half from Vanderventer. This isn't a bad spot. Good fire pit. There's more area over there to put a tent. Good hammocking. It's like a fairly well used area. It actually may be a designated campsite. I don't have the book in front of me, so. But yeah, nice spot. Especially with the sun trying to come out. You can actually see my shadow for a little bit. Hasn't been often today. There's a trail heading north, and this must actually be the campsite I was thinking of. It's a little wet down there. Must be snowmelt, and there is a blue blaze. So there's water off. I think it was 0.1 of a mile or something. Down over that slope, so they got a nice fire ring. And there's another spot over here. But yeah, there's a few areas around here that you could, especially with hammocks, set up for the evening. But we're pressing on. I think I'm a little less than 2 miles from Iron Mountain Shelter, so we'll get a mosey on here. You know, as far as first days getting back on the trail go, it's a pretty good one. These ridgelines have been, you know, pretty flat for the most part. A few little ups and downs, but yeah, good one to get my body back into the rhythm. My knees are still complaining though. First day back on the job. Take some ibuprofen tonight. Should settle that out. Feet feel pretty good. New insoles feel good. And should be about 40 minutes from Iron Mountain Shelter. Yeah, it's amazing taking a week off. Your body definitely notices it. Well, I'll catch up with you when I get to the shelter. There's a little firing there and plenty of areas to pitch tents, hammocks. It's quite a wide open space. Plenty of room over here too. I think I'm about 15-20 minutes out from Iron Mountain. But yeah, it's a nice spot. Especially with the late afternoon sun hitting it. Very nice. Yeah, this is just about 40 meters north of that campsite. Good spring. Fast moving. And I think further down there, some people had put a piece of bark, or there's something there that's providing a good lip for getting water as well, if you didn't want to dunk in here. So I think the spring was 0.3 of a mile from the shelter. So yeah, we're close, and we're heading that way. Well, made it to Iron Mountain Shelter. Pretty happy with that. I think it's about 15 or 16 miles. Pretty happy with that, seeing as I started at 11 or just after. How pretty that tent looks in the fading light. Yeah, it's a very generous area here for tenting compared to most shelters. Not bad at all. But yeah, you definitely need to get your water back at that spring. Anyway, I'm going to settle in for the evening, get my dinner on, and I'll catch up with you guys later.